Hello guys. In this meeting, like we have to discuss about the economic concepts and how they are related in our lives. So, I want to talk about two microeconomic concepts and two macroeconomic concepts that I can use in my personal or professional life. First, I want to talk about maximum utilization with least cost, and then I will talk about trade-off. So,
Mm.
in my professional life, I often encounter the challenge of maximizing output with minimizing the cost. In my previous job, I was a team lead and I had to frequently decide on what resource to use for maximum efficiency. So, this is essentially the principle of maximum utilization with least cost. For instance, when managing a project, I try to optimize resources to ensure the maximum efficiency, whether it's time, manpower, or financial resource. The goal is to achieve the maximum possible outcome with least expenditure. Secondly, I want to talk about trade-off, another microeconomic concept. So in my personal life, I've experienced this many times. Like every day, I experience this while making decisions. For example, when choosing between spending time with family and working on a personal project, I have to trade off. Like there's a trade-off. Every decision involves sacrificing one options for another. So if I want to spend time with family, I have to sacrifice my project. So it's all about finding the right balance that aligns with our priorities.
Yeah.
Then, talking about the macroeconomic concepts, I want to discuss on interest rates and inflation. So, in the broader economic landscape, interest rates play an important role. So, in my professional life, whether it's managing finances or making investment decisions, understanding interest rates is the key. So, lower interest rates can stimulate economic activity and it can make borrowing more attractive, while higher rates may slow down the spending. So if the interest rates are high, I would prefer to keep my money in savings rather than spending. And inflation, in my personal life, I have noticed how the cost of goods and services gradually increase over time. So it affects purchasing power and influences long-term financial planning. For instance, considering inflation when saving for future, it's important to ensure that our money maintains its value. It should not be depreciated. So, in conclusion, I can say like economic is not just a subject limited to textbook, but by using it outside the textbook, we can understand and navigate our everyday lives and our professional goals.
Yeah.
So these are the economic concepts I frequently use in my personal and professional life.
Good.
So what about you, Shweta?
Yeah, if I talk about my personal as well as for my professional life, I can apply the concept of demand and supply in various ways, such as, first of all, I would talk about the budgeting, like adjusting my spending based on my personal demands and the available supply of funds, and prioritizing essential needs and allocate resources accordingly. So, secondly, I would negotiate. So, whether in purchasing goods, services, or even in job negotiations, understanding demand and supply dynamics can give me an edge. So, negotiate prices on or terms with awareness of market conditions. And it would also, I would use in time management, like recognize the demand for my time and skills, and prioritizing tasks based on urgency and importance, aligning my efforts with the supply of time and energy available to me. So this way I can use demand and supply. And moreover, besides all this, I can use in learning and skill development, like stay informed about the demand for skills in my field, and invest time and effort in developing skills that are in demand, increasing my market value. And apart from all this, like I would use in investments as well, such as for applying supply and demand principles when making financial decisions, very importantly, and understand market trends and invest in assets that are likely to be in demand. So I would say, like, by integrating these principles into my daily life or in my professional life, I can make more informed decisions that align with the dynamics of demand and supply, optimizing my resources and enhancing my overall well-being. So now I would like Seema to continue.
Thank you, Shweta. Now I'm going to talk about business economics is highly relevant in various aspects of decision making within a business or professional context. We have covered a part of demand and supply, and now I'm going to talk about pricing strategy, cost analysis, how you might practically implement some of these concepts. First of all, pricing strategy. Apply pricing strategy based on demand elasticity. If we have a particular product or services, understanding the pricing elasticity of demand can help you set optimal prices to maximum revenue. In addition to this, cost analysis. Implement cost benefit in analysis in decision making before making significant investments or decisions. Assesses the costs and benefits associated with each options. Turning to market research, use market research techniques to understand customers' preferences and market trends. This can product development, marketing, and overall business planning. So, overall, remember that the practical implementations of these concepts depend on the specific nature of your profession and businesses. So, that is about my argument.
Very well.
Okay.
So finally, we have learned so much from the business economics class. Like we all are
Yeah,
going to implement some of the principles in our life of economics.
we
Yeah,
have
and
learned
in the
about
class, like we
demand,
got to know how
supply,
many
electricity.
principles we are already applying
Yeah,
in our life.
Yeah.
yeah.
And when you
Like
said
when
like
it was
ne
the first day, ma'am said, "What is economics?" And today, even when I was preparing for this, I still remember ma'am said, "When we are giving, taking, buying, purchasing, all these activities are economics."
and when you said negotiation, like I can totally agree with you. Like no one
Yeah.
can beat you in negotiation.
Yeah.
Like how?
You know.
When did you see me doing negotiation?
Oh, don't be innocent.
Okay. Okay, like it's fine. It's good now. We if we are learning economics, so we should apply these principles.
You
And
remember how many times you negotiated with me?
yeah, these were the silly things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we are done with this activity. We should stop it now.
Okay.
मैथ क्वांट प्रोजेक्ट का क्या बना